Welcome back to Grief Inspired. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Catherine McNulty, and I created Grief Inspired to help you on your grief journey. I want to make sure that you're aware that you can do more than just survive your grief. You can take back control, you can grieve more quickly, and you 100% deserve to be happy again. And so what I do here is teach you how to get through the experience and how to use the experience in ways that are going to benefit you and your life. So in today's video, we're going to talk about mastering your emotions. And for me, control is a big one. And when I was feeling out of control on my grief journey, I was looking everywhere, searching for something that would make me feel more in control. And I just couldn't find it. And part of that's the reason why I create these videos now, is to give you the information that I was looking for and I couldn't find. This channel, this video, all of this is really it's really designed for you. So let me know if you agree with me, if you think that grief leaves you feeling out of control. And part of the reason why we feel out of control is because there's so many emotions that come up. And I don't have to explain to you the different emotions of grief, because if you're going through it, you know what they are. But the heartbreak, the loneliness, the sadness, the betrayal, the guilt, the anger, the fear of the unknown, all of these emotions really leave us feeling helpless. And for me, that was a problem, because I needed a semblance of control, and I couldn't find that on my own. So, but I have figured it out, and so that's why I want to share it with you. Again, we've talked through the emotions of grief, feeling helpless, feeling out of control, feeling as though, you're kind of a victim to your life and everything that's happening. You're a victim to your emotions. You're a victim to the things that you're thinking. You're a victim to your actions. Like, you might not know what's going to happen from one minute to the next. And because of that, that's where the isolation comes from, is because we get so out of control that we just feel like we need to hide. And we feel like no one else understands and no one else is going to get it. You know that moment every morning when you wake up, and for me, it happened for at least a good 6 months, maybe longer. But you wake up and there's that glimpse, that moment when you're like happy to have been, to wake up, and you look around your room, and then suddenly you realize again what has happened. So there's that moment of happiness, and then you realize that you've lost your loved one, and everything about your day gets more difficult. And for me, I got depressed. For me, it made it hard to even get up out of bed. And I think that's a very real experience. So if you've had that experience, let me know. That moment when you wake up and the world seems okay, and then you remember. And when you remember, there's this flood of emotions that's just really overwhelming. So I want to help you, and I want to let you know that you can actually control your emotions, that you can find the strength to do it, and there are ways to deal with this. So it's your thoughts. Your thoughts oftentimes control your actions. So we talked about that moment when you woke up and everything was okay, and then it wasn't, and you remembered. Your thoughts make you crawl back into bed. Your thoughts make you pull the covers over your head. Your thoughts make you wonder why you're even going on living. It's the thoughts that then control your actions. But the way to master your emotions is to flip that around and to use your actions to help control your thoughts. And I want to share with you, I do a lot of reading, and this is a book it's actually called The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino. But the nuggets of wisdom that are in here are so good. And one of the things about loss of control for me was it made me feel weak. It made me feel like I wasn't strong, like I was a victim, like I had no control. And so I want to read to you one of the lessons that he teaches in here. And he says, "Weak is he who permits his thoughts to control his actions. Strong is he who forces his actions to control his thoughts." Now, the point of this is not to make you feel weak. The point is to tell you that your actions can control your thoughts. "Each day when I awaken, I will follow this plan of battle before I am captured by the forces of sadness, self-pity, and failure." So this is a choice each morning when you wake up, when you realize that your loved one is gone, when nothing seems right in the world, you have a choice. And that's when you can take back control, and that's when you can use your actions to control your thoughts. And here's his advice. "If I feel depressed, I will sing. If I feel sad, I will laugh. If I feel ill, I will double my labor. If I feel fear, I will plunge ahead. If I feel inferior, I will wear new garments. If I feel uncertain, I will raise my voice. If I feel poverty, I will think of the wealth to come. If I feel incompetent, I will remember past success. If I feel insignificant, I will remember my goals. Today, I will be the master of my emotions." So it's the actions, the things that you can do that will help control your emotions. Find the things that make you happy. Find the things that make you feel a little bit lighter and engage in them. Get out of bed, take a shower, go for a walk, get some exercise. Exercise, again, that's one that's so big because it can be so hard to get up, to get out. But no one ever feels bad after they exercise. No one is done and says, "Oh, I wish I hadn't done that." And exercise will help. It's an action that you can take that will drive your thoughts, that will drive your emotions. So the takeaway here is that you can master your emotions, that grief feels very much like an out of control thing. We can feel like victims. We can feel like victims to our grief. But what I'm here to tell you is that you don't have to be a victim to your grief. You can make another choice. And I'm not saying that it's easy, right? I read this book because I'm using these tools on a day-to-day basis for when I have ups and downs in my life, right? I've mastered my grief, but I'm still working to master my emotions because I think it's a tool that you can use throughout your life. So if you do it now and you learn how to master your emotions when you're grieving, this is really going to be something that's going to help you and benefit you for years and years to come. So I hope that you found this video helpful. Please let me know if you did. Again, I create this channel for you. I create all of these videos in hopes of making you feel a little bit lighter, giving you information that you might not have, trying to talk to you in a way that's simple, that's not clinical, that's not, you don't need therapy. You need to learn how to grieve. And that's what I'm all about. And so it's through that learning process that we can all grow, we can learn, we can get through this. So don't grieve alone. Reach out to me if I can support you. Leave me a comment below here. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. I'm going to keep finding nuggets of wisdom, things to share that hopefully will help you on your journey. So I went through this journey, and it's been almost 10 years now, and I'm happy to say that I am grief inspired. That's why the name of my business is Grief Inspired, because that's what I am. That's what I have now, and I want to be able to share that with you. So again, my name is Catherine McNulty. I am Grief Inspired, and I want you to be grief inspired too. Have a great day today. Let me know how I can help, and just remember, you're not alone.